Oronde was at Channing's birthday party Saturday night, as was I, and Solana, and a myriad of celebrities and superstars. I had a Coors Light in a can. Oronde comes up to me and goes, "That is a white drink right there." He's like, "That's your last white drink of the night. Time to move on to something else."
He had 3 Coors Light. He was popping them.
And the night got away from me.
It was something.
He moved on to more African American drinks.
I did. I had to make sure. I had to make sure that everything was Oronde approved.
Yeah, he did.
It was
fun.
It was Crowder's birthday party. I got the gift. So Zach Thomas walks in.
Yeah.
I'm standing there now. I get there on time because I'm white.
Of course.
Zach Thomas and my wife. Zach Thomas and his wife, they're white.
Right.
So there's a moment where it's pretty much the Hochmans and the Thomases.
right.
And because the party was called for 8 o'clock.
I got there
Channing
8:01.
got there at 9:30. It's his birthday party.
I was asleep with a bullet.
He got there.
He came down them steps fast, like, yo.
30, but yeah, so I'm standing there, and Zach Thomas is like, "Man, do I love your guys' show?" And he says to my wife, he's like, "You guys live in Boca, right?" She's like, "Yeah, I ask you, does this guy ever turn it off? Because it seems like that would be hard to live with if he's always the guy we listen to on the radio." In the meantime, I'm like pinching myself. I'm like, this is Zach Thomas saying that. I told Crowder, I said, "You had the birthday party. I got the present." that was unbelievable. And then we're taking a picture, the 4 of us, the Hochmans and the Thomases. And my wife, speaking of drinks, is holding her drink. And Zach puts his arm around her, but he's got big old ham hands, knocks the drink right out of her hands, crashes on the floor, breaks all over the place. I looked at him. I go, "You forced another fumble." You forced another fumble. Granted, it was against the Hochmans, but our ball control is not exactly that of Fred Taylor, but we did all right.
Did you sue him? Did you sue him?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, did you sue him?
I didn't even think of that.
Did you get your cousin, Mr. Cohen, to sue him?
Let me get the info. Let me get the info, Zach.
One thing that I saw, and it hit me, and I didn't think it was going to hit me. I knew who was going to be there. And then you see all these good people sitting in one room.
Right.
And it's from 20 years of humans that you meet, and you see all these good human beings sitting in the same room. Yeah. And that's what got to me.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. You had a good potpourri.
It was.
Of humans.
It was a potpourri of humans. Oronde, Zach Thomas, Fred Taylor was there. Yep. Chad Johnson was there. Udonis Haslam was there.
Dad had some weird stuff on.
He had a long shirt. It was almost dashiki-ish.
It was crisscross.
Ocho's different, man.
He's got a vibe. He's got a vibe.
Yeah,
he has got a vibe. I told him what a huge fan I was and that I was your radio partner, but I'm not certain he took it all in. It was a very brief interaction at the bar, and I was like, you know what? I don't think that went the way I had planned.
The funniest part was when they finally served dinner, and it was buffet style. And we had to go over there to the line. Yeah. And we were like, what did they have? And, you had the menu, but the menu was lighting up 17 different colors.
Like, the menu was like lighting up on the tables.
What was going on?
And so we sent Hoch over to go get a plate. Hoch walks over. 2 minutes later, he comes back without a plate.
I go, Oronde, because they send me. I come back. I go, Oronde. I'm at the back of the line with Fred Taylor, Udonis Haslam. I think Pink Sweats.
Pink was there.
Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown.
And I'm kind of like, and I go, what am I doing here? So I go back to Oronde and I go, I'm standing there like some schmuck. You in the mood? So I tell Oronde, I go, you go. Oronde walks up, gets in front of everyone in the line, fills 2 plates, walks back to his table.
Like, listen, I'm
Nobody
not
fooling with OG.
I'm not standing in line.
And by the way, Oronde sat at your family table. Did you know that your family table
was it a family
was
table?
Randy Crowder, Jinta, Asia, Oronde?
Like, was I supposed to be there?
It said reserved.
Yeah, but didn't they all say
sit down.
reserve?
Just sit down.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
They made me a plate like I was a child.
I have to tell you, that salmon was good. That salmon was fire. That was good. Anyway,
they had some food there.
we had fun. That was Saturday night.
Listen, I really didn't know that the casino room was for us. I thought that was a whole different party.
I never even made it in there.
You ain't never going to the casino room?
Yeah, I went in there, but I felt like I was a wedding crasher. For us, I was like, yeah, that's for the.
Jack Daniels, Johnny Williams.
Yeah.
Johnny was there holding court.
Johnny was there holding court. Alex Alexis from Morgan Stanley. Yeah, a lot of people came out.
All right, so what was this weekend, Oronde, the best performance? The Dolphins or Crowder's party?
Probably Crowder's party.
All right. Well, let's talk about second in line. So here's what I asked Crowder.
The Dolphins' performance was expected. The most concerning part to me still is, and like I say, I'm not thinking of now. I'm thinking of late January going into February. We still look out of sorts in away games. Like, we won, and we won handily. But it took a little time. Like, take out the 78-yard bomb.
Really? I felt like they were clicking from the beginning.
We look a little out of sorts at the beginning. Like, we got into a groove, I think, after the touchdown. But we went without that. I think we went 3 and out like 3 times. We made some bad decisions on some plays. Home, we own you pretty quick.
Which tells you again how important
home field
is going to be for them.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, knowing that if we don't get home field, we have to go on the road sooner or later. We came away with the victory against the Commodores.
Yeah.
Right.
The Commodores.
Can you say that? Can you say that? Can you say that?
We beat up on the Spinners and the Commodores.
The
Commanders.
All right, yeah. But against other teams, that doesn't fly. Like, if we don't get that 78, not saying that our defense won't hold them, but I think for us, the fast start and for Tua to get in his rhythm, because you can see it that they got in the rhythm after the long bomb. He scored. Then we kind of get in the rhythm. We got a few passes to Waddle. We feel good about ourselves. You can tell the play. Like, a few plays with the little fake handoff to nobody, and then the pitch. We did that like 4 times in a row, right? So I think I think that for us, the away games, we have to start faster than we did yesterday.
But we got 4 or 5 at home though.
Yeah, no, but the Ravens not.
Yeah.
And probably when we go play the Ravens, that will be for the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If everything pans out, works out.
Yeah,
I think that will be for the 1 seed, and I don't think we can start slow against Baltimore because it'll probably be a little nippy by then. You know what I mean? So, obviously the last 3 games will be like, Philly got their rough patch now. Buffalo, San Francisco.
I don't even know what
Cowboys.
Buffalo is anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they're still sick.
If you had to,
they're scary.
If you had to. Are they?
They're 6-6.
They're scared. Like, you don't know. To your point,
right.
You don't know what you're going to get out of
Right,
them. And
right.
Josh Allen will go be crazy
Right,
on 1 week
right,
and then get
right,
shut out.
right.
If you had to seed it, though, let's everybody's talking about the college football playoffs. If you had to seed the AFC, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the Dolphins the 1 seed? Because who else?
2 seed.
Baltimore, KC.
I mean, 3 seed. You put KC in front of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason you putting everybody in front of us at this point is because we have to go there.
They've done it before.
I don't even think it's that. If we knew right now we had home field advantage throughout the playoffs,
put them up at the 1 seed.
Man, I'm getting that Spirit flight to Vegas right now. I'm getting the flight if we got home field advantage because, none of them coming down here. And it'd probably be 78 by then, and playing with us. But the fact that we may have to go to Kansas City or Baltimore in late January, and we know it's going to be 30. or below. Makes it a little tough. Makes it a little tough. Not pulling any punches. That's just how I genuinely feel. Even when I play, like we got a playoff game. We on the road. All right, where we going? Seattle? Oh, we got Seattle. They play inside. You know what I'm saying? But we got to go outside. No different.
What about how come myself? We were talking about it earlier. Like my thing about MVP, the best player in the league this year is that you do your job better than everyone else does their job. Tyreek right now is playing wide receiver better than anybody else is doing their job in the NFL. That's why he is my MVP.
So you're not talking about position. You're just talking about period.
Just period. Just he does what he's supposed to do better than Mahomes does quarterback, better than Josh does quarterback, better than he is a better wide receiver than they are at their job.
Don't doubt you on that. Once again, does that make Tua that much better though? That's what I'm saying, because he needs the ball, right? Is Patrick Mahomes not doing his job much better because he only has Kelsey? You know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, granted, today, as we had to do the college football thing yesterday, as of yesterday, not before, or not going, as of yesterday, give me the 4 best teams. Mm-hmm. Right now, today, I wouldn't disagree with you going with Tyreek Hill.